Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, venezuelainsider.com. Today we're talking about Gringo prices in Venezuela. And in case you don't know, Gringo prices is this phenomena that occurs in, let's say, third world countries, underdeveloped economies, most likely in Latin America, but other places as well, when you see a price of, let's say, a real estate property, and you see it on Spanish, on the local currency, and set on any given price. And if you go as a quote unquote gringo, US citizen, Canadian, maybe Western European citizen, you name it, more developed nation, being a citizen of a more developed nation, and then you see the price maybe on a English listing, an English website or something, and you see the price over the market price because since the marketing on such, let's say, real estate property cater towards a more wealthy, let's say, nationality, there you're gonna get a premium price for that on USD usually. And people are taking advantage, people, from more developed nations are taking advantage in order to get some money because they think that since they come to a more developed economy, they are richer and they can afford the premium price, the quote unquote gringo price. Now, you can find gringo prices here in Venezuela. Well, technically, yes, but it's quite different the dynamic compared to, let's say, Mexico or Colombia or Argentina and you name it. So I'm gonna explain a little bit further about that phenomenon. First, I have to explain that here in Venezuela, the market is not catered towards internationals, unlike most of these markets like, let's say, Colombia and Mexico, that they cater a lot towards international clients from the US, from Canada, Western Europe, you name it. Here in Venezuela, the system is catered towards high-end local citizens. So the gringo prices are going towards them. So you're not gonna find you usually find a few of these real estate listings for internationals on USD, and you might think that you're gonna get the gringo prices over there. And actually, yes, you're gonna get the gringo price on such listings. However, it's the same price that the domestic customer is gonna get as well on a Spanish speaking listing website, you name it. Because clients, the people who are shopping for clients are doing it with these high premium prices. So if you are shopping here in Venezuela for anything, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get the premium price, the gringo price, regardless. So if you're a Venezuelan and if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get the premium price as well. So you're gonna get the quote unquote gringo price. So what you do on this particular situation is that you have to know what you're doing. You have to, put the boots on the ground or find someone who knows what it's doing that has more experience on shopping for such items, such assets, you name it. So you have to know the market in order to get a real price and be willing to negotiate until certain threshold. Because I'm seeing this I'm seeing this trend that usually from people from Eastern Europe, they come here in Venezuela and make these ridiculous low offers. And usually the salesman, the local seller of any given, let's say, a real estate property, is gonna get pissed off, and you're not gonna get anything with that attitude. Asking something, making an offer around 10% of actually the asking price. That's the best way that you're gonna get, blown off. So please don't do that. So there is kind of a protocol that we have here in Venezuela. So don't start with doing this ridiculous low offer. Do a low offer, of course. Be willing to negotiate, but don't do that, please. You're gonna get a lot of trouble here if you do so. The other thing is that since Venezuelans also, the Venezuelan customer that actually has the purchasing power in order to acquire any given good and service, or in this case, let's say a real estate property, they have to know what they're doing as well, because if they don't, they're gonna get the gringo price. So you have to know the market, know where to go, and be willing to negotiate, but knowing the range on the threshold or with actually you are going to negotiate with, because you're gonna get go of the deal. So take that into account. And the last thing I have to say is that there is not a good listing system here in Venezuela. For instance, in the United States, you have Zillow, this very popular website that you can see on real time a very congruent price or any given property. We don't have anything remotely like that here in Venezuela. The best thing that we have is Mercado Libre, but the prices are very misleading. For one hand, you're gonna see overpriced for many properties. Let's say we are talking just about real estate. You're gonna see very high prices for the new listings, and also you're gonna see very low prices for old listings. I'm talking 3-4 years ago, and even listings from 1 year ago that on the moment that was the price. However, today it isn't. So those prices are going to be misleading. So take into account if you're looking or shopping for properties here in Venezuela. Don't take that as a reference, as a standard. The market, it has a very particular dynamic, so that's why you have to be talking to people who know the market. So keep that in mind. Don't get gringo prices here in Venezuela. Don't get gringo prices in Mexico or Colombia or any place in the world. Know what you're doing, and you're gonna get a fair deal. Thank you for watching Venezuela Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you want to work with us, VenezuelaInsider.com. Thanks again, and have a nice day.